games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Herbert now. That's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive, and right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Patrick Johnson coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 on a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on that.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1,
and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now we'll bring up 3rd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
played well at all here in the first.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack by Khalil Mack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Herbert now on second down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Herbert operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He finds his target, Beckham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They go play action with Hurts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success in the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And quickly, they get to the line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Hurts to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Sebastian Joseph Day able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts connecting quickly with Goddard. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
Steps away. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fast together a good drive right here and now.
Defensively, they got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles now
down by 12. A minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. More from L.A. in a moment.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Second down and goal. Hurts. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile...